This is going to be the demo for day 1 of your Spanish Romanesco sauce. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to roast your red pepper over an open flame. So what you're going to want to do, make sure if you have a sticker on your red pepper that you take it off, otherwise that could catch on fire. You're going to want long tongs so that you can stay far away from the flame so you don't burn yourself. And you're going to want to take your red pepper and just rest it on top of the flames. I have mine on medium to high heat. And it's going to sizzle a little bit because of the moisture on the red pepper, and that's fine. You might even hear it pop a little bit, but after a while you're going to keep turning until you start to see black edges like this. Now this one's been on here for about 5 minutes, and you can see that not all of the edges are black like they should be, so I'm going to have to keep turning it over to make sure that this entire surface is black. If you see parts of it start to catch on fire, it's fine. It will put itself out. That's just how it goes. Once you get to a certain point and the whole red pepper is black, you're going to take a piece of plastic wrap and you're going to put your blackened red pepper into the plastic wrap and wrap it around. It's going to be hot, and that's okay. It's supposed to be like that. It's going to get even more moist this way, and it will make it a lot easier for the skin to come off, because that's why you're doing this. So if I were to unwrap the red pepper right now, you can cut. I'll do that later. Before you go to the food processor with all the rest of your ingredients, you need to roast the nuts. So what you're going to do is you're going to need to get a saute pan for your almonds and your hazelnuts. I put mine on medium heat, and you're just going to roast them. And you'll know when they're done when you can start to smell a little bit of their flavor. And this is a dry saute, so I'm not putting any oil in there. It's just really going to get that flavor going. So I'm going to add both of my nuts in there, like I said, until I can really start to smell. And you're going to want to make sure there's an even layer, and you're good to go. After your nuts are roasted, you're going to add them to your food processor. They need to be cool to do that, so make sure they're cool as well before you add them. You're going to twist off your top, and you can actually just add them straight from your pan into the food processor. And then you're just going to grind them really quick. Before you add any of your ingredients, definitely make sure your food processor is running correctly and that your outlet is working as well. So I'm going to turn it back on. Are blended. So I'm just going to leave that here for now, and I'm going to move on back to our peppers. So I've already got some of our peppers over here. I'm just going to show you what I did to get there. So the plastic wrap is going to be really sticky. You're just going to have to tear. And fair warning, it is very hot. It's just going to be that way. Just be very careful when you're wrapping it up or unwrapping it. Okay. So now that it's all moist, the black should come off very easily. See how it just peels off in one big swoop. If you do have a little bit of the black on here, it's okay. It actually makes it taste a little bit better and gives it a little bit more of a crunchy texture. If it is too hot for you to handle, definitely wait. Because mine's, you can see the steam coming off of it a little because I did just take it off of the burner. What you're going to do is you're going to chop it in half, or just cut it in half. And you don't really need to cut it a specific way because it is going to go into the food processor. You just want to make sure that you get all of the seeds out as well as the stem. So I'm just going to cut it like this and put this into my garbage bowl. I'll grab all the seeds, and I'm going to do it with my plastic because it is really hot, like I said. And then I'm just going to roll it up, and it chops very, very nicely. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other half. One more ingredient that I forgot to add, we need to add our parsley. So I've taken the leaves off the stem, and I'm going to add the 2 ounces of parsley into the food processor. If you look at it right now, the consistency is a little bit liquidy, and we want it to be a little bit thicker like hummus, so I'm hoping by the end of this. And it's better. So on day 2, what you're going to do is you're going to arrange your 30 pieces of biscotti, and you're just going to put a good layer of your sauce on top of it, and you are being graded on presentation, so you're going to present on a plate and garnish for photography.